My journey took me from a bartender barely making ends meet to achieving financial freedom through sports betting. This transformation allowed me to break free from the conventional 9 to 5 and live the life I've always dreamed of. Throughout this journey, and by observing the struggles of fellow bettors to earn their first profits, I've identified 8 crucial habits that could have spared me from financial loss and time wasted, time that can never be reclaimed. Once I began applying these 8 habits, my world transformed. So take note and ensure you watch this video to the end. The first transformative habit that reshaped my life was approaching sports betting as a financial market rather than merely a sport. Once you start looking at betting as an investment rather than just gambling, the things start changing. Many enthusiasts driven by their passion for sports mistakenly believe this will translate into betting success. However, this mindset often leads to significant losses. Understanding and loving a sport or a team does not inherently provide the skills needed to identify profitable betting opportunities. Adopting a strategic approach to betting means integrating it as a key component of your financial and time management strategy. The primary aim is to generate profit, which requires a calculated investment of your time, money, and energy. Shifting your perspective from betting on sports you love to analyzing and betting on markets where you can truly make money is crucial. Initially, focusing on smaller markets can offer better opportunities due to less competition. Many bettors remain fixated on popular sports and leagues out of love for the game, failing to realize that they lack the expertise to compete with professionals in those areas. By starting with less familiar markets, you gain valuable experience and skills, grow your bankroll more effectively, and prepare yourself for the challenges of larger markets. Remember, successful sports betting is about navigating a financial market, not just indulging in a sport. This shift in perspective was a game changer for me, altering my focus and ultimately my life's trajectory. The next crucial habit that significantly impacted my life was meticulous bankroll management. Most bettors overlook this aspect, which often leads to losing everything, regardless of occasional wins. Effective bankroll management is pivotal because without it, a couple of losing streaks can deplete all your winnings and more. It's not just about the wins you accumulate, but also about safeguarding your capital from potential losses. Bankroll management means prudently handling the funds you've allocated for betting. This includes all the money you have in your various betting accounts. For instance, if your total bankroll is $10,000, wagering the entire amount on a single bet is a recipe for disaster. The inevitability of losing days or even months demands a conservative approach to each bet to preserve your bankroll over the long term. So, how should you decide the amount to bet? It's crucial to be aware of and deliberate about your betting sizes. A smart strategy involves using units, a concept that might be new to many. A unit is a fixed amount you bet per game, representing a percentage of your total bankroll. Professional bettors typically risk 1% or less of their bankroll per bet. They understand that a diverse portfolio, which may also include stocks or cryptocurrencies alongside betting, is vital for financial stability. The emphasis is on minimizing losses rather than maximizing wins because enduring through losses is what keeps you in the game. Going broke means game over. However, circumstances vary. A bettor with a $100 bankroll is unlikely to adhere strictly to the 1% rule due to the small size of their bankroll. In such cases, betting a higher percentage is tempting, but I advise never exceeding 5% per bet. This strategy extends your playtime, enhances learning, and builds experience, which is invaluable. From personal experience, betting 20% of my bankroll on a single game and then encountering a losing streak taught me a hard lesson. I was quickly out of the game. Trust me, it happens. The third habit that revolutionized my approach to sports betting was cultivating selectiveness and basing my decisions on thorough research and data. Betting based on emotions or blindly following sports handicappers can lead to disastrous outcomes. Many bettors fall into the trap of seeking guidance from betting gurus without questioning their strategies, financial background, or the extent of their research. A common mistake among bettors is to scour platforms like YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter, investing their money in tips from sports handicappers without understanding the basis of these recommendations. It's crucial to recognize that many handicappers focus more on marketing than on actual betting success. They may not track their bets, utilize data, or demonstrate long-term success, often earning more from selling picks than from betting itself. The charm and confidence of these figures can be misleading, leading naive bettors astray. I strongly urge bettors to conduct extensive research before placing their bets. It's baffling to see people more thoroughly plan their holidays than their betting strategies, especially when desperate to win. Yet they gamble on picks with minimal chances of success, following advice from unknown sources. My betting journey took a positive turn when I began to be selective and data-driven in my approach. It's essential to remember that sports betting success is attainable if your decisions are consistently supported by solid data. This principle has been a cornerstone of my strategy, shifting my betting from a hit or miss endeavor to a more predictable and profitable activity. The fourth indispensable habit that significantly enhanced my betting success was diligently tracking my bets. Surprisingly, a vast majority of bettors overlook this practice, diving headfirst into the betting pool without any record of their performance. This oversight is akin to navigating a ship in a storm without a compass, chaotic and directionless. Failing to track bets is a critical mistake that keeps bettors in a cycle of guesswork and sporadic wins. It's like shooting in the dark hoping to hit a target you can't see. Without a clear record of wins, losses, and the reasons behind each outcome, bettors repeat the same mistakes, hemorrhaging money on poorly thought-out wagers. This absence of analysis and reflection leads to a stagnant betting strategy, devoid of growth or refinement. The consequences of not tracking are dire. Bettors find themselves trapped in a perpetual state of confusion, unable to identify profitable strategies or cut losses from failing approaches. The result? A depleted bankroll, mounting frustration, and a disillusioned perspective on sports betting. However, the importance of tracking bets extends beyond avoiding these pitfalls. It's the cornerstone of evolving from an amateur bettor to a seasoned strategist. By maintaining a detailed log of your betting history, you gain invaluable insights into your betting habits, preferences, and performance trends. This data becomes the blueprint for optimizing your betting strategy, enabling you to pinpoint where adjustments are needed, whether it's in selecting the types of bets you place, managing your bankroll more effectively, or identifying markets where you have a measurable edge. Most bettors shy away from tracking because it requires discipline and a commitment to honest self-assessment. Yet, those willing to embrace this habit witness a transformation in their betting endeavors. Tracking empowers you to make informed decisions, refine your betting approach, and ultimately steer your sports betting journey towards sustained profitability. Embracing bet tracking is embracing progress. It's the difference between gambling and investing in sports betting. As you begin to treat each bet as a data point in your ever-evolving strategy, you'll not only improve your chances of winning, but also gain a deeper appreciation for the nuances of sports betting. Remember, in the world of sports betting, knowledge is not just power, it's profit. The fifth critical shift that propelled my betting from erratic to exceptional was the decision to stop betting on parlays and focus solely on single bets. Parlays, while tantalizing with their promise of massive payouts from minimal stakes, are the siren call that has led many a bettor to their financial ruin. The allure of turning a few dollars into thousands can be irresistible, but it's a path fraught with disappointment and loss for the vast majority who walk it. The primary pitfall of parlays lies in their complexity and the compounded risk they carry. To win a parlay, you must win every single bet within it. Even if just one bet loses, the entire parlay crumbles. This is akin to juggling knives while balancing on a wire. Success requires perfection, which is an unreasonable expectation in the unpredictable world of sports betting. Consider the typical scenario. A bettor places a 5-team parlay, each selection with odds of 110, a common scenario for point spread or over-under bets. The overall odds might seem lucrative, but the probability of hitting all 5 selections is less than 4%. Now juxtapose this with single bets, where each wager stands on its own merit, unaffected by the outcome of unrelated events. Another thing is house edge, and with parlays, sportsbooks have even bigger advantage. That's why they promote parlays so much. The inherent risk of parlays is magnified by the compounded bookmaker's vig, vigorish, or the house edge on each leg of the bet. Unlike single bets where the vig applies once, in parlays, the vig effectively multiplies across each selection, drastically reducing the bettor's expected value over time. This is akin to adding more links to a chain. The more links, the greater the chance of a weak spot causing a break. For instance, in a 5-leg parlay with each leg at standard, 110 odds, Not only must you beat the odds 5 times in a row, but you're also fighting against an exponentially higher VIG with each edition, significantly lowering your chances of success. The shift away from parlays to single bets is not just a change in betting style, it's a paradigm shift in how you approach sports betting. It transforms betting from a gamble to a disciplined investment in probabilities and statistics. This approach has not only stabilized my bankroll but also deepened my understanding and appreciation of the nuances in sports betting. In essence, abandoning parlays for single bets is akin to choosing a steady climb over a roller coaster ride. It's about preferring the path of consistent growth over the allure of sudden but unlikely windfalls. This strategic pivot is a testament to the power of patience, research, and discipline in navigating the sports betting landscape towards long-term success. Next, stop watching games. It's a waste of time. The pivotal habit that revolutionized my approach to sports betting was ceasing to watch games, recognizing it as a substantial waste of my time. The critical insights and decisions in betting are formed well before the game begins, and once it's underway, the outcome is beyond your control. It's the closing price, not the final result, that truly reflects the quality of your bet. Variables such as a team's off day are unpredictable and uncontrollable, rendering real-time viewing irrelevant to your betting success. Reflecting on my earlier years, I recall countless nights spent watching baseball games from the early evening in Europe to the dawn when Giants and Dodgers concluded their matches. This marathon viewing, I later realized, contributed nothing to my betting acumen. Human observation is inherently biased. You cannot reliably gather data with your eyes alone. Moreover, to draw any meaningful conclusions about a team's performance against an average opponent on a neutral field requires comprehensive, unbiased data from all teams, a feat impossible to achieve through casual viewing. Many bettors squander entire days engrossed in games or hanging on social media talking about bets and games, mistaking this activity for productive betting. While watching sports can be enjoyable, it does not contribute to effective betting analysis except in live betting scenarios, which is an entirely different discipline. I assure you, redirecting the time and energy spent on watching games towards enhancing your skills, expanding your knowledge, or spending time with your family will not only make you wealthier in terms of betting outcomes, but also smarter and more fulfilled. The excitement and dopamine rush from watching games, though enjoyable, can impair judgment and is counterproductive to making informed bets. I only wish I had realized sooner that the hours devoted to watching games could have been better spent on self-improvement, reading, and acquiring knowledge. Such an investment would have expedited my escape from the conventional 9-to-5 grind. The essential question is not what bets to place, but rather what kind of person you must become to succeed in betting. Consuming sports as a spectator is a time sink, and it places you at a disadvantage against those who dedicate their additional time to rigorous data-driven analysis. In conclusion, transforming from a sports viewer to a data-focused analyst is a vital step toward betting proficiency. It's about prioritizing valuable insights over transient entertainment, ensuring your actions align with your goals of becoming a more successful bettor. The subsequent habit that profoundly impacted my betting success is the cultivation of a proper mindset and emotional control during gambling. Emotional betting stands as the single most detrimental habit a bettor can indulge in. Together with my students, we navigate the betting landscape armed with statistical models, creating a fortress of data-driven decision-making. These models, our calculations of odds, probabilities, spreads, and totals, serve as our guide to identifying bets with positive expected value, our formula for smart, emotion-free betting. The essence of modern sports betting lies in the unwavering reliance on facts, numbers, and statistics. However, the moment emotions infiltrate your betting strategy, you're playing right into the hands of sportsbooks. They thrive on the emotional volatility of bettors, on the human propensity to make mistakes under the influence of strong emotions like greed. Why do you think the house always wins? It's because betting is not just a game of numbers, but also a test of emotional resilience. The sportsbook's ideal scenario involves bettors getting swept up in the heat of the moment, chasing losses losses or doubling down in overconfidence, essentially gambling with more emotion than logic. The stark reality is that many are grappling with gambling addictions, a battle I too faced. The turning point for me was mastering the art of emotional control, significantly aided by practices such as meditation. My younger self was no different from many bettors today, prone to chasing losses and unprepared for the emotional roller coaster of wins and losses, leading to inevitable financial downturns. The golden rule here is to resist the urge to force bets or escalate your wagering during a losing streak. This only amplifies the risk and often exacerbates the situation. It's crucial to remember that betting outcomes are tied to real human performances with all the unpredictability that entails. This is gambling after all, where losses are more common than wins. Therefore, controlling your emotional response to both outcomes is paramount. Your mindset and emotional discipline are as crucial as your betting strategy. Even the most meticulously crafted betting model or strategy can crumble under the weight of poor emotional control. Conversely, a novice bettor with the right mindset who can manage their emotions effectively will always find a path to success. Despite making solid bets and developing my initial betting models, my early days were marred by emotional betting, which could have erased all progress in a single month. This was a clear indication that a robust mindset is equally important as a sound betting strategy. Remember, the ability to control your emotions and maintain a disciplined mindset is not just an advantage, it's a necessity for long-term success in sports betting. Concluding with what may be the most crucial yet often overlooked habit, securing profits. The reality is stark. Unsecured profits are essentially non-existent gains. Embracing the strategy to secure profits and channel them into less volatile investments marked a turning point in my life and many other winning bettors. The common gambler, often swayed by promises of exponential returns from dubious sources, fails to appreciate the value of steady, sustainable growth. The allure of making 100x in a year blinds them, whereas seasoned investors understand the significance of a pleasant 10% annual return. This discrepancy in expectations reveals a fundamental misunderstanding prevalent among bettors: the failure to secure wins due to continuous, unplanned betting. Reflecting on my journey, in my early years, there was a time I amassed over $50,000 in a short span, a sum that could have significantly bolstered my bankroll and diversified my investment portfolio. However, the absence of a withdrawal plan saw those potential profits dissolve back into the ether of sportsbooks. The lesson was clear. Victories are hollow without the action of securing them. This concept seems to be lost in the sports betting community, where the thrill of the win often overshadows the practicality of wealth preservation. No win is truly yours until the profits are withdrawn and safeguarded. The failure to do so is a testament to human greed, the notion that the next big win is just around the corner, which inevitably leads to total loss. Recognizing the importance of withdrawals places you in an elite group of bettors, the 1% who prioritize financial security over fleeting victories. In my community, we emphasize the importance of withdrawing profits once personal milestones are reached. Understanding that sports betting is an active form of income is crucial. It requires time and effort akin to a job. The goal is to transition these active earnings into passive income streams, a concept I wish I had grasped earlier. Viewing betting as a mechanism for life improvement and wealth building through passive income changes the entire game. Managing your bankroll through the inevitable ups and downs while ensuring your profits are secure means that bad weeks become mere blips on the radar, not catastrophic events. This approach empowers you to withstand the volatility of betting without continuous deposits, holding the system in the palm of your hand. Remember, each day in betting carries its own set of probabilities. Past successes do not guarantee future results. Shedding overconfidence and ego is essential, as they only serve to cloud judgment, creating an illusion of invincibility. These 8 habits are the pillars upon which I built my betting career, and I hope they can do the same for you. For those interested in delving deeper into my betting philosophy and joining a community of like-minded bettors, I invite you to explore further by clicking the link below. Join us and gain access to my sports betting models and personal guidance. If you found value in this video and believe it has something that can truly enhance your betting approach, please don't hesitate to hit the like button and share it with your fellow bettors who might also benefit from it. Your engagement helps spread knowledge that can change the game for many. After implementing these habits, I'd love for you to return and comment on how they've transformed your betting experience. Your feedback not only supports our community, but also inspires others to take their betting strategy to the next level. Let's grow together and turn these insights into tangible results.